Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you some breaking news fresh off of San Diego Comic-Con. We've got some Marvel.com news. They just put out an article talking about this new Amazing Spider-Man event that's starting in November of this year, and it's called Gang War. War erupts between the crime lords of the Marvel Universe. Learn all about this gang war and a new crossover spinning out of Amazing Spider-Man this November. So it's mainly an Amazing Spider-Man thing. They've been talking already about there being some sort of new big Amazing Spider-Man event. Dark Web was the last one. It seems like they're always kind of cycling through these events. There's some sort of like kind of mini level Amazing Spider-Man event that happens every year since it's such a like big selling title for Marvel. So here's the cover for this Amazing Spider-Man Gang War First Strike #1, right? Spinning out of Zeb Wells and John Romita Jr.'s hit run of Amazing Spider-Man, Gang War will see a war erupt between the gang lords of New York City, causing chaos throughout the Big Apple. Villains are fighting villains, criminals are fighting criminals. Hobgoblin, Mr. Negative, the Owl, Shotgun, Diamondback, AIM, Hydra, and more battle with and against each other for NYC supremacy. For Peter Parker, going on patrol isn't enough, and he declares his own war on supercrime. It's General Spidey at the helm, leading a group of heroes that includes fellow Spider-Man, Miles Morales, She-Hulk, Daredevil, and Spider-Woman. So it looks like this is really very much a street level thing. It involves some big corporations, I guess, like AIM and Hydra, but it just set within New York City. It's more street level heroes like, like Daredevil and She-Hulk and stuff, but it's still a pretty big event, as you can see in this checklist that we just got revealed. And this is going from November all the way to March of 2024. It's going to be kind of a long-lasting thing, but we've got Amazing Spider-Man coming out twice a week like it always does. But then we're also involving Miles Morales Spider-Man. And it looks like in November we've got Gang War First Strike. So this is like 6 or 7 issues that all lead into what we can actually expect from the main event. A lot of prelude issues here. So let's look at like the actual listings below here. We've got Amazing Spider-Man 37 and 38, it looks like, are going to be leading into it, as well as Amazing Spider-Man Gang War First Strike #1. Ed McGuinness is doing the artwork on these. I think he usually does guest art for Amazing Spider-Man when John Romita Jr. isn't on. And then that leads into Luke Cage Gang War, which honestly could be pretty interesting. I think if it is just more of an NYC like local story that's just talking about the gangs and villains within that city, then Luke Cage is obviously a big player in that since he's the mayor these days. And we haven't really had much of a look into like what his job is as mayor recently, ever since he became mayor after Devil's Reign. It's been a while now, so that could be definitely an interesting concept. We've also got Spider-Woman #1, that's written by Steve Fox with art by Carola Borelli. So I guess, I don't know, it's weird that Spider-Woman is also included in so many Spider-Man things these days, because she's never really been that much of like a spider hero. Wasn't she mostly in like Bendis's Avengers run and stuff? Like I don't think she's ever been that connected to Peter Parker, although she has had some crossovers with him and stuff. So we'll see about that. I'm not sure about that. But Miles #12, it looks like, is also leading into the event. Written by Cody Ziegler as usual. We've got art by Partha Pradham, so guest art on that issue. And then it looks like Amazing Spider-Man 39 is actually like the first issue of Gang War that's its own thing, that's actually, a main tie-in to the series. And then it looks like we've also got Deadly Hands of Kung Fu Gang War, which is just a 3-issue miniseries instead of 4 like the other miniseries that are going to be a part of this. This one's written by Greg Pak, so he's one of my favorite writers, Planet Hulk writer, right? So we'll see about that. Actually, that could be pretty cool, but I'm not sure what like Shang-Chi's role to play is going to be in this Gang War event. I'm not sure that he's like a local of New York City like the other heroes are, so I'm not sure about that, but here's the covers, actually. We've got a whole cover gallery of those 10 issues that they actually have solicited so far. Here's ASM #37. Looks like we got Rec Wrapped, that like alternate Dark Dimension version of Spider-Man. But then we've got ASM #38, which I think is also an issue that's like leading into the whole Gang War thing. So we've got a good set of like prelude issues before the actual event starts. Crazy looking cover there. I've got no clue what's going on, but maybe people who've been reading ASM lately will have more of an idea by the time that rolls around. First Strike #1, we already looked at that cover by John Romita. And then we've got Miles #12, covered by Federico Vicentini. That's a cool looking cover right there. And then we've got Luke Cage Gang War. Like I said, look out for this one. I feel like it'll probably give us some more like behind the scenes looks into Luke Cage's mayor. And then next up we've got Spider-Woman #1. So this is another 4-issue miniseries. But next up we've got Miles #13. Peter and Miles together. I mean, I like that team up, right? They're going against Hobgoblin here. I just don't think they should have been involved in like this bigger event that has so many tie-ins. It's looking like it's going to be like 30 issues or something crazy like that in total. But it'll be at least interesting to see their dynamic, because that's always a good team up. ASM #39 with that team up between these 5 different characters: She-Hulk, Spider-Woman, Daredevil, Miles, and Peter. So pretty good team, I will say. She-Hulk getting like the barbed wire on her fist and stuff, so this might get kind of gritty since it's so street level And then we got Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, #1, the cover to that. And I'll be interested to see how Shang-Chi ends up being involved in this, because I don't really think of him as like a New York City hero either, but I haven't been reading his newest series, so who knows. But those are all the announcements that we've had so far for this Gang War series. I'll keep you guys updated as we get more covers and information revealed and stuff. But yeah, as of now, I'm not really planning on picking up all these issues, but it's still a while until this comes out, November, right? So I've got a lot of time to decide, but let me know what you guys are thinking of this. I'm very curious to hear your opinions, whether you're still reading Amazing Spider-Man or not, down in the comment section below. And that's about it for this video. If you've been enjoying the content, if you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button also if you're not already subbed up to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.